Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Much respect to the brothers that are out there preaching and teaching the truth worldwide across the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom for this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim and Akwaf that might be listening to this lesson on today. This is your brother Abad Yabah, coming through with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And the title of my lesson is, Are You Paying Attention? Now, I'm going to give the definition of focus first, and it's pay particular attention to. Now, as we are continuing in this walk, we have to have a level of being circumspect as to and trying the times as for what they are, because so many things are happening right now today. There's things that are happening, but everybody is basically speaking on and doing lesson on the movie Leave the World Behind, and it had a multitude of spiritual nuggets, and I don't know who all is listening. I mean, Salakia, who all have watched it, so I'm not going to go into the movie itself, but there were so many things in that movie that if you are spiritually developed or are a spiritual person, then you would have seen how those things coincide with the things and events of today. And I just happened to look on Facebook, and there were some people speaking on the movie itself and saying that it didn't make any sense, or they didn't get anything from it, and the way it ended was made the movie even worse. But that lets you know that there's so many 2/3 people that you might be in contact with, or even know for that matter, and they're not going to get it because they're not spiritually developed. They're not paying attention when it comes to their spirituality. They don't want it. They don't desire it because they're so comfortable living their best life and chasing the bag in this particular kingdom that we're in, which is Esau's. I've also been paying attention to going into the particular grocery stores and things of that sort as they're making preparation for the MOTB to come, because so many self-serve platforms have been set up. They know, and when I say they, the higher ups know that it is time for them to start preparing for the MOTB to be put into effect. And also, it's just the love of many is waxing cold. I just happened to see an article to where this woman that killed her sons just it was for a reason. The spirit was put on her to do it, but she didn't have a reason to why she did it. She said she made a mistake. You don't make a mistake by killing anybody. So there's so many things coming about. The wars and rumors of wars, the conflicts that we're having. Them talking about the chariot sightings, the earthquakes. A multitude of prophecies are being fulfilled, and there's less and less for them to be fulfilled right now today. And we know that if we see 2024, then it's not going to subside. It's only going to be ramped up even more, because we have to have our mind stayed upon the kingdom, have our mind focused on the things that we need to be doing as a people, as believers, that we have to be focused on, that we have to be paying attention to where it don't catch us off guard like it's going to catch the 2/3 off guard, that it don't catch us off guard like those that have no recollection of the truth as well. We don't want to be doing the work just to be marked by having an understanding of what this work is. So I'm going to delve into the scriptures right now. I'm going to start off in Psalms 1:1-6, and it reads, it says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. So those of us that are seeking Yahweh Shem Yahushua each and every day, meditating on his word, following the law, statutes, and commandments, and doing the best that we can in this flesh that we're in, we're gonna be blessed in this time. You know, it's not gonna be easy because we're in our captivity, but but those that are not, you know, choosing to walk in the way of righteousness, those are the ones that's going to perish. Those are the ones that's going to feel the particular pain that's coming to pass with Jacob's trouble. And those are going to be the ones that feel, you know, the level of heaviness that's going to be pressed upon them by the MOTB putting in effect, that where you can't, you know, basically make more money. You got to take the money that they give you and do what you can with that, with them putting a particular, you know, C-hip in you, to where you're not in control of your own self. They're in control of you. So if they desire for you to be put away, then you're put away. So you are no longer under the covering of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You are on under the basic control of Esau and the rest of the demonic particular people that are in the level of control right now. So we don't desire that. We desire to be under Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We desire to do his will, and that his will be performed in us if he chooses us. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to. We could be in this truth today and gone tomorrow. No day is promised. And, you know, we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring for us. So we have to constantly and consistently be paying attention, examining ourselves, you know, as well. You know what I'm saying? Things have to be done daily for us to be in this truth and be in the way that we need to be in order for us to see, hear, and understand the things that are going on. Proverbs 2, 2 through 5. It reads, it says, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest thou up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord, and find the knowledge of Yahweh. So we want the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We want and we desire to be closer and have a better relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we have to cry, we have to pray, and we have to ask for that understanding, and we have to seek for it. You know what I'm saying? That wisdom and that knowledge and understanding, as if we so-called chasing the bag, if we were carnally on this earth, because that's the only way we're gonna get what we need to get. And be prepared for the times that are already here, not times to come, but that are already here. And then when we do that, we'll understand why we should fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua the way we should, and be in the proper order when it comes time for us to seek him and to be in a position that we need to be in when these harder times come, because we're already in hell, but it's going to be ramped up. And it's going to be ramped up that those that are of the 2/3 nature, the other nations and Esau, are going to get what they deserve, because they have not sought Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If we're doing that, if we're seeking him, he's going to give us the preparatorial and Salakia, if that's not even the right word. I just speaking, you know, through the Spirit. We're going to be prepared for the time when Jacob's trouble hit, and we're not going to be concerned or worried or doubt or fear, because we know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has us, and he's going to prepare us for that. We don't have to concern ourselves with getting a multitude of things together. And I'm not saying that those that have, you know, backpacks, or those that have, you know, particular weapons or whatever the case may be, but we have to have our faith trust and belief in Yahweh Shemi Shai, because none of those things are gonna excuse us from receiving, you know, Jacob's trouble here if we're here. If we're alive and we're able to see it, then none of those things are gonna protect us. Yahweh Shemi Shai will, and he's faithful. He is not a man that he should lie, and he's always been here. He's never left us nor forsake us. So we have to be in the mindset to getting closer, paying attention to where we are in scripture and in our development and in our spirituality and our spirit man itself. You know what I'm saying? We have to make sure we're paying attention and paying attention to the times, looking at what things, you know, that are transpiring right before our eyes, in our carnal eyes, and our spirit man could be ever the more prepared because we're paying attention and we're focused on the kingdom at hand. Proverbs 4:25 is my next scripture, and it reads, it says, let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. So we need to be focused. You know, focus on the things that are happening. Focus on our daily lives, that because we know no day is promised. But if we have that ability to live, we need to be doing the work, and we need to be balancing that particular work. You know, we can't always do the pleasures of our flesh and thinking that, oh, I did this much today, you know, it was 80-20 today, tomorrow's gonna be 80-20, you know, as far as spiritual. You know what I'm saying? If I you know, did the pleasure of my flesh this day, tomorrow I'm gonna do more. We don't have that opportunity to know that tomorrow's is coming. We have to do everything as if this is our last. We have to do everything as if we don't have time, you know, to say what we gonna do tomorrow. And a lot of times we put it off. A lot of times we procrastinate, and a lot of times we think, you know what I'm saying, that we have the opportunity to do it at another time or a later time. You know, put Yahweh Shemi Shai first, and everything is going to work itself out based upon that, based upon you doing what you know to do and keeping Yahweh Shemi Shai first. Which brings me to Proverbs 16:13. I mean, Salakia 16:3. Call Allah Yahweh Shemi Shai B'Shem Kakadash with this. It says, commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. You know, so we committing everything, you know, unto Yahweh Shemi Shai. We're not concerned ourselves with things of this world, because we know the things of this world is temporal. You know, and if we're doing those things, if we're preparing ourselves spiritually, asking, praying, begging for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, then the plans we have for our families, the plans we have for ourselves, the plans that we have in order to do this work, you know, they're gonna succeed. You know, it's not gonna be for naught. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing this in vain if we're putting, you know, we're committing it unto the Lord, and we're asking him when we don't have the actual understanding of it. We're asking him for that particular understanding. We're asking him to help us in the areas that we're not efficient at, or we're not up to the standard. He is the standard, so he's going to be able to help us, and he's going to lead us and guide us in that. Romans 8:5, it says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. So that, you know, when I was talking about balancing yourself, if you're spirit minded, and if you're doing things, you know what I'm saying, and being aware and paying attention to yourself, you know what I'm saying, and where your walk is, and if you're desiring it to be more righteous, if you're doing those things, then you're gonna be able to have your mind focused on and doing those things that please the spirit. But if you're always thinking of, you know, carnal things to do, I need to take a trip, or I need a vacation, or I'm on to go to the mall and buy something, or I want to, you know, I'm trying to get my money up, I gotta, you know, work overtime, and you worried about the carnal things, then that's what, you know, that's what you're gonna be about. You know, you're gonna think about those things, you're gonna be about those things. And that's not what Yahweh Shemi Shai desires for us to do, especially us knowing the truth. We can't dominate our mind with carnal things and things of this world. Like I said, you know, if you've seen the movie Leave the World Behind, no matter amount of money that you have is going to be able to save you when things go awry. No, no thing that you get or you receive from this wicked kingdom, you know what I'm saying, whether it's the mindset, whether it's the information or instruction from this kingdom, is going to save you when the time comes, because it's all spiritual. Everything is spiritual. And if you don't keep your mind and you don't pay attention and have your spiritual mind before you as you go about each and every day, you're going to be left behind. And that brings me to Colossians, it's Colossians 3:2. And it reads, it says, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. And that makes perfect sense. You know, we need to be kingdom minded. We need to be spiritually minded each and every day and not worry about, you know, the things of this world and worry about things of this earth, because all of this is temporal. You can't take anything from this earth right now with you if you perish. You can't take anything from this right now that we have right now into the kingdom, because all of this is temporal. All of this will rust and waste away. All of the money that you have, it can be taken. You know, all of the clothes and stuff that you have, moth can eat them. And that's just, you know, at a sense of just understanding, you know what I'm saying? Just loose-minded knowledge of this world. All of this stuff is temporal. Tomorrow it'll be in less than 2 months it'll be out of style if it's closed. Cars as well, you know what I'm saying? And they'll rust and they'll waste away. Somebody can steal it, no matter what. But the things that are spiritual, those that if you're kingdom minded and if you're stayed upon the spirituality of your life, then you will be better off, you know, doing those things, because that'll prepare you and that'll place, you know, you in the mindset to build up your treasures in heaven and into the kingdom, versus worrying so much and having your mind distracted upon this earthly time and these times that we're in right now. We're in hell right now for a reason, because we need to be tried and true when Yahushua comes back. And we're not going to do that if we're not paying attention to ourselves. We're not paying attention to our spirituality. We're not paying attention to the things that are coming to pass right now. You know, we have to be ready. We have to be prepared, and we have to be focused. And this last scripture that I'm going to read and I'm going to close out with, we need to be mindful of it as well. 1 Peter 3:17. And it says, for it is better if the will of Yahweh be so, that ye suffer for well doing than for evil doing. We don't know what we're going to go through. But as long as we're doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're going to be all right. He's going to take care of us. Never did it say that it's going to be easy. Never did it say that it wouldn't be, you know, complex and complicated. Never did it say that every day will be, you know, a blessed time, because we are in hell. We understand that. But it's better for us to go through this hell right now and suffer for well-doing and things that we're doing for Yahweh Shem Yahushua than to suffer for doing evil, because we know where we're going to be. We know the ICBM missiles that are coming. We know the MOTB that's coming. We know that Jacob's trouble that's coming. We know that there's going to be things that we never seen and came in contact before that are coming. You know, and for those that are not in this truth, not in the understanding, and not in righteousness, and have the spirituality, the spirit that is placed upon them by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they're gonna die, and it's gonna be a horrible death. You know what I'm saying? It's not about being a martyr at that time. You're gonna die a horrible death because you didn't recognize or give reverence to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You were too busy out here chasing the bag. You was too busy out here living a carnal life. You was too busy out here thinking of things that you could do other than, you know, following the law, statutes, and commandments. You were thinking about eating crab and shrimp and you know, eating, you know, pig feet or chitlins or something of that sort. You know what I'm saying? All of those things that you now see that was not important are now going to flash before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Doing things out of character. You know what I'm saying? Putting your body on display for no reason, you know what I'm saying, to others, for everybody to see, exploiting yourself just for monetary gain. All of those things are going to come to pass, and you're going to see it right before your eyes as you be destroyed in the lake of fire. And to all of this destruction and you know, pain and evil and wickedness that's going to be, you know, all just coming over this earth and taking it over. You know, you're going to be right in the middle of it, because that's what you chose your life to be, because you didn't pay attention, because you didn't desire more for yourself than what this world could give you. We all should desire for Yahweh Shem Yahushua to be over us, and for us to follow his lead, and for us to have the Spirit on us to do so. And if you're not paying attention, you'll find yourself in that midst of fire as everybody else. This is just for us to understand where we're at and where we need to be. We need to pay attention. And I pray that all that will listen to this lesson, as I come to a close, we're edified. And as always, I give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. And until my next lesson, Shalom.